Hey, family, how are ya? I'm here in my natural. Got a funny story to tell. So, yesterday, my son had some type of winter concert at his school. You know how that goes. So, I rush him to the concert because he's performing. I get there, I park, he goes in, and then I realize, I came out the house in my scarf. I left my wig in the house. I sure did. I sure did. And thus, the ponytail. The struggle ponytail came to fruition. And we went inside and celebrated our child. And when I say our child, I mean my child. It was funny. It was funny. I laughed. People in the audience, we shared a good laugh. And my son did not miss out on anything that was important to him. And I say that to say, this simple lesson just showed me that no matter what happens, you gotta keep going. I had about a good 20 minutes before his show started. I could have driven home, got my wig, and came back. However, that would have made the focus on me. Correct? The focus was on him, my son, and what he needed to do. So he went inside, and I did like any good mother. I put my needs to the side and provided for my son. And I'm glad I did, because the concert was over in like 30 minutes. I've never been to a school winter concert that ended that fast. Of course, I was appreciative of the quick time. However, had I dealt with myself, I probably would have came home, started playing with the edges, and would have been late and maybe missed his entire performance. I was able to get great pictures. He saw me cheering for him. His family was able to cheer for him. And the night was truly focused on him. Not what I wanted, but what he needed. So no matter what the goal is, never give up. You got to keep going. Things may not turn out the way you intend for them to go. However, if you're able to still appease those that need to be appeased, if you're able to still check off your task, if you're able to still meet your goals, it does not matter if your appearance isn't like you may have wanted it to be. It doesn't matter if I have a natural ponytail or a sleek down bob wig. It does not matter, because I was there for him and I was able to meet my goal. My goal was to be there for him, to cheer him on, to make sure he was on time, and to make sure he was prepared. And I achieved that goal. It did not matter that I had to take these cornrows out while I was sitting in the parking lot, throw my hair into a big old ponytail, find me some Vaseline to help me slick down my hair. It did not matter. All of that occurred. I'm just glad that when I needed to pull those resources out, they were right there by my side, already there. All I had to do was look for it. And that can also be translated into your real life, ladies and gentlemen. You may think something is supposed to go a certain way, but you do not have the overall plan. What you have is a guide, okay? You have a step-by-step guide. No matter how meticulous you want to be, every single thing on your plan will not go as you think. What you need to do is be flexible, be available, and make sure that whatever you do, you stick to the goal. So I stuck to my goal. Everybody got what they needed, and everything ended greatly. And I was happy. He was happy. We said happy birthday, sung as a family, had a great dinner, and all was well. So my 9-year-old is now a 10-year-old. So he received his keys to the house. And that is a mile marker for him, and it's important for him to, not mile marker, though that is a milestone for him. And it's important that he understands the responsibility. And so I said, no, son, you can't get a key until you're 10. And that's when you'll be responsible enough to keep up with it. And, he wants to open the door for mom when we get home. And he wants to show that he can unlock and relock all the locks. And he wants to show that he can be responsible with his key when I ask for him to show it to me from time to time to make sure he hasn't lost it. And I'm grateful that my son is taking this responsibility on with a great focus. And I say that these small things can also translate into larger things. If you have a goal, as we all do, whether there be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a million goals, take them step by step. Take time to focus on one goal at a time, because in doing so, there is a higher probability that you will actually complete it. If you stretch yourself out among your 10 or 20 goals, it is very difficult to keep track of that. It is very difficult to measure progress. It is very difficult to feel that you've been productive when you're making baby steps in each arena instead of making leaps in one at a time. I tell you this because that's what I do personally. Okay, I do this to make sure I'm organized, I'm focused, and that I don't disappoint myself when I don't reach the milestones I think I should have met. And so, friends and family, vulnerable in my natural, coming to you as a proud mom, I say I love me, and I pray that you will never stop loving you. Tap back into your unspeakable joy, beautiful, and never forget to subscribe.